Welcome to the channel. So today we'll be reacting to how do 3,500 people live in a Polish village. Let's dive right into the video.
Everybody knows and has seen how Poles live in big cities, and we ourselves managed to visit 6 of them. But how are things in small villages with a couple of thousand inhabitants? How bad or good are things here? We'll find out in this video. We'll be taken on a walk around 2 Polish villages with population of 3,500 and 5,000 people. And spoiler, the smaller village surprised me more. And we will start our walk from the village of Biały Dunajec. The village is located in the Malopolska Voivodeship and has just over 5,000 inhabitants. Yes, in this video we will explore with you the very south of Poland, more specifically the settlements near Zakopane and the Tatra mountains. By the way, the train station in Biały Dunajec is old, shabby, but quite nice. The easiest way to get here is from Nowy Targ, Zakopane or Kraków. The villages are located close to the railway station, so in my opinion trains are the perfect transportation option to get to this place. We enter the village itself and immediately feel its pleasant atmosphere. The mountain river of the same name flows through Biały Dunajec, and the village consists of 11 streets, which can be walked around in about an hour. The history of Biały Dunajec dates back to the middle of the 15th century, when 6 farmers lived on this very spot. After 15 years, a village was founded, the main activity of the inhabitants of which was of course sheep breeding. In the 1950s, the village was electrified. Then a teacher's house and the medical center were built. These were followed by a post office and a bank. And in the 90s, the village was provided with water supply, sewerage and a developed telephone network. And here is the first store. At first I thought it was local, but no. It turns out that there are over 2,000 of these grocery stores scattered all over Poland. Just so you understand, we just walked into Biały Dunajec and we've already taken a million video shots, because it's, well, very beautiful here. Every house is so atmospheric, wooden, cozy, everything is made in the same style, and it's very pleasant to walk here. Despite the fact that of course there are cars driving, somewhere there are repairs and so on, but the roosters, the atmosphere,
So
the beauty,
beautiful.
the sun, can't help but enjoy it. And this is how the church in Biały Dunajec looks like. You must agree that the building is really beautiful and fits neatly into the concept of this village. But apart from that, its presence in principle once again confirms the fact that Poles are very faithful and religious people. Żabka. Yes, they made it to the villages, but look at the beautiful house it's in. Here comes another angry dog, and just look at his kennel. To summarize, I would like to say that the village of Biały Dunajec is not only a cool place to live for a while, especially in the summer. Well, if you have such an opportunity, please do. But coming here for one time, for one walk, is also very cool. And I advise everyone to do it, because Zakopane is close by, you can easily come from there. So
Wow.
I can say that there is a unique atmosphere here, it's clean and well maintained, they even repair the roads if necessary, and it's a village. And also, of course, there are a lot of animals here, from non-evil dogs to cows and horses with a cart. So I give this village the highest grade, and we're moving on.
I love it, so beautiful.
Пупсик.
And that's how we smoothly move with you to a new village called Shaflyary. Shaflyary is another village in the same Malopoyska voivodeship. It is further away from the Tatras than Biała Dunajec, but it has many interesting places. And at the same time, even fewer people live here, only 3,500. And since we go in order, what we see is what we show. Our first location at Shaflyary is thermal springs. In principle, there are many thermal springs in the mountain area, but we will stop here, because Goronce Potok is the best such vacation spot, considering the quality, prices and density of vacationers. Yes, there are a lot of people here now, but believe me, there are even more in other places. We came here more than once, twice, so I can advise you. Yes, it was in summer, but you can also come here in winter. A ticket for an hour and a half costs 65 zlotys, for 2.5 hours 85, and for the whole day 119, which is what we actually chose. For this money you can swim or sit in pools of different temperatures, slide down 3 slides, sleep in a hammock and have fun dancing with a DJ. Food will cost you an extra 40 zlotys, but you will be pleased with the choice. The complex also has a spa and additional opportunities for relaxation. Just 2 steps away, 400 meters to be exact, there is a camping site. It is a great place for auto tourism lovers who want to relax surrounded by nature. What I love about the south of Poland is its nature. In this camping site you can relax with a view of the mountains, or you can climb the mountains to some quiet place to get away from the noise and people. Let's return to our Shaflyary. The village originated in the Middle Ages, then its center was a castle, which unfortunately no longer exists. At the end of the 20th century, Shaflyary was popular as a location of the largest ski brand in Poland. Then came the thermal springs, which became Shaflyary's trademark and attracted tourists. Nowadays, Shaflyary village is an ideal place for relaxing and water vacations. By the way, as you have noticed, the quality of the roads here is perfect. And in addition, there are many places where you can see bike lanes. Let's move on, and the next scene we see is a soccer field. There is a sports club nearby, so yes, sports are present in Shaflyary. Believe it or not, the beautiful building behind me is an elementary school. Well, okay, maybe you can figure it out from the kids running around in there, but the elementary school looks authentic, beautiful and unique. And what a state-of-the-art field it is. I just love it. It's got running tracks, red, beautiful, which I didn't have in my school in a big city with a million people, but here in a small village in Poland, they have them. It turns out it's possible. Speaking of climate, it is moderately cold here. Throughout the year, the air temperature ranges from -6 to 22. Of the architectural sites here, we can single out this church, built in the 19th century. At first, we didn't understand why there are so many firefighting cars next to it, and then it turned out that we were lucky to get to a wedding in Shaflyary, where the groom was apparently a local fireman. Interestingly, there are a bunch of cars parked right next to it, but this is actually where the market square is. There is a market square in the village, and even here there is one, yes. Let's add a few details. If we study Biała Dunajec by its contents, there are many guest houses, various stores, establishments and even a pizzeria, in addition to what we have shown. In Shaflyary you can find even more guest houses, a bunch of health resorts, as well as pastry shops, a small zoo, though neglected judging by the reviews, and a sheepskin factory. Speaking of sheep, one cannot help but think of the famous spindle-shaped patterned sheep cheese, oscypek. Oscypek comes from the southern region of Poland, Podhale, where we are now. The recipe for this cheese has remained unchanged from the 15th century to the present day. The production process is not the easiest, because everything is done by hand, but real oscypek is hard to find even in season. But if you find it, try it, and definitely with cranberry jam. Well, if you take it as a wall, I noticed that the street structure in Biao Dunaiți and Șaflare is a bit different. And one more nuance, in Șaflare some houses have a glass entrance. It's very beautiful. Here we took some pictures for you. And yes, there are some abandoned buildings here that no one lives in, that are overgrown with grass. Yes, there is a little trash in some places, but it's all such a tiny percentage of the wall that it doesn't even make sense to talk about it. To be honest, at some point I even doubted that we were really in the village and thought that we had mixed something up with the maps. But no, because everything we saw today can hardly be called a village or a settlement. Well, maybe this is just my stereotype. And I hope that you felt the whole atmosphere of this place for yourself, felt how nice it is to be here, so share your impressions and thoughts about small Polish settlements in the comments. And don't forget to like, because your activity always inspires me and in addition helps our channel to promote. See you very soon in the next video. Bye!
Wow, that was beautiful to watch. I really enjoyed this video from the start to the finish. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching it with me. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.